The sense of anticipation is what gets me going. The looking forward to the rehearsals, to preparing the pieces, and then the actual performance. It's really quite a nice life.
Founded in 1983, the Plano Symphony Orchestra is a professional orchestra that performs in 8 concerts per yearly season. At the end of the 2016-17 season, the Plano Symphony prepares for their final concert, entitled The Grand Finale. But to pull off this feat involves much more work than is visible from just the performance itself. This is the story behind the concert. A uniquely American story of a community coming together to do what they love.
I'm Hector Guzman, I'm the music director of the Plano Symphony Orchestra. I have been the music director of this symphony orchestra since its inception about 35 years ago. And the job of the music director, well, has to do with music. I am in charge of the programming, I'm in charge of the soloists, I choose the musicians, I'm in charge of the whole musical operation.
The members of the orchestra spend countless hours preparing the music. But outside of rehearsals, the staff at the PSO offices has a lot of work to do.
I am a musician first and foremost, but I'm also the director, the music director. So you combine both. You cannot, I don't separate them. There are aspects that are not quite as, well, let's say, they're not as enjoyable. The nitty-gritty of administrating and going over contracts and the schedules, the dates, the artists, conflicts with musicians, that's not so much fun.
When you run a nonprofit organization, there's always more work to be done than you physically have time to do or that you physically have the mental fortitude to do. So it's always trying to get more done with less time. It's hard to reach everybody with everything that you do. You do one thing to make one person happy, you make another person angry. And so you're always trying to do that balance of, getting that right mix of concerts, getting, the right artist there, even from things from the venue. One level could be too hot, one level could be too cold. And so anything you do is always you're walking that fine line.
The most difficult thing for concerts, at least from my position standpoint, is that we have to plan our season, which consists of 8 concerts, 1 a month, from September to April. We have to determine what all the costs are going to be. So how many musicians need to be on stage, what guest artists are going to be there, sometimes some 12 to 18 months in advance. A nonprofit career is very different from that in the corporate sector. We are a family here. We, amongst the staff and amongst those we serve, I love the people, I love the friendships and relationships with them. Like I said, we're a family here.
But I'm grateful that I have a job that I get to do what I love to do, and that's why I do it, even though, as I mentioned earlier, you feel like you never have enough time to do it all. You keep your calm about you because you know at least you're doing what you want to do. And I just don't have a normal 9-to-5 job. I have a job that I really enjoy coming in to do.
Meanwhile, the musicians must learn the pieces for the concert. The short window of time available for rehearsals mean that every second counts.
All I do is I focus on just being a contributing member, an asset to the orchestra instead of a hindrance to the orchestra by making sure that I'm well prepared and that I'm practicing my music and that I play it at the best of my ability.
So being a professional musician full-time is difficult, particularly in this day and age. There's less and less funding for professional orchestras. There are very few positions that are open in those professional orchestras, and like I said, you have to take an audition. So you might have 200 or 300 people sign up for an audition for one spot, and you have to pay your travel to the audition, and you may or may not get the job. And to do that full-time requires you to really work kind of at a very high level in a very small, focused window.
It is hard work, but I would assume in every career path there's the hard work, right? But I think it's worth it. The fun part is way more than the hard work is.
Da 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 da. Get off the tight note. 1, 2, 3. Do not become careless. I no longer hear da 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 da. It's da 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 da. Always. 1, 2, 3. Help me out. Help them too. By maybe da 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 da.
We tend to operate on a pretty tight schedule, and sometimes it would have been nice to have one extra rehearsal like a week before so you could really think about what you're doing.
Just so much music with so many tempo changes seems to be like it's a lot to put together, Brad. So I don't feel actually very good about it, but it all comes together by the very end.
I just love the music and the diversity of the music, and Hector is just really creative. He brings so much entertainment.
I'm always nervous, but you know, you just, once I start playing, then I feel better. I'm usually mostly nervous like right before.
My favorite part is the actual concert, the concert experience. I think I'm a very fortunate man because I get to do what I love, but the greatest feeling experience is actually giving the downbeat, and live music comes from live musicians, and I'm the first one that gets that vibration of all the instruments playing at once, and so that is something that very few people get to experience, and that's my favorite part.
Life is too short to not be happy, and I know the hours are crazy with what I do, but overall, I love what I do. And you can't put a price tag on a person's happiness. Find something that you feel fulfills you in whatever way that might be, and follow it. Pursue your dreams. Go for it.
I mean, we play and we work hard and we sweat and we work extremely hard to present a program. But the greatest satisfaction for me is to see the reaction in our audience, and that is priceless. And so when I see that, then everything that we've done has been worthwhile.